Hotline Miami, my favorite indie title of 2012. Boasting a really nice 8-bit soundtrack and taking inspiration from movies like Drive. This is one hotline you should definitely call. Spec Ops: The Line, probably one of the most depressing stories of this year, and that's great, because this is telling a story about war and how it's not good, and how a hero can turn into a villain depending on their decisions. A fantastic game with a great storyline. Gameplay is your average third-person shooter, but it's the story you're coming for here. The multiplayer is nothing special, and this game is definitely worth checking out for the story. The original Borderlands didn't really excite me, to be quite honest with you. It was a decent game, but nothing too special. Borderlands 2 completely corrected everything that was wrong with the first Borderlands and made the second one better. It was funny, it had a cast of really interesting characters, it had great gameplay, and overall it was a fun game to play, and also fun to play when you had friends. This is definitely a game you should check out if you are into these kind of RPG loot games, or if you're into first-person shooters. This is definitely one you should check out. Dishonored would have to be probably the biggest surprise I've played this year. Well, not really the biggest surprise, maybe one of the biggest surprises I played this year. I'm not really a stealth game fan. I like playing some, like Splinter Cell and Metal Gear Solid and Hitman, but I'm not very good at them. Dishonored completely blew me out of the water with a fantastic cast of characters, an amazing art style done by the same guy who did Half-Life 2, and interesting gameplay mechanics with the different powers you can use. You can choose to be a stealthy assassin, killing, or become a psychopath, or you could choose to not kill anyone at all. The choice was yours, and the story and the environment changed depending on how you played the story. An excellent game, if it's a bit too short. That's what I would say. If only it was a bit longer. But still a game worth checking out if you're into the stealth game genre. This game is no surprise on my list. I loved Max Payne 3. You probably saw my review for it. I praised it with its fantastic cinematics and voice acting, to its great, well-written storyline, to its great, fantastic, fun gameplay. It's an all-around fantastic game, and another great hit from Rockstar. They've taken the Max Payne franchise and they've turned it into something new. This is completely different from the other two Max Payne games, but is similar in different ways. This is a game, if you're a Max Payne fan, you should definitely check out. And if you've not played the series before, go play 1 and 2, and then go play 3, because trust me, it's worth playing 1 and 2. Sleeping Dogs was another surprise this year. I wasn't really interested in it until I heard about the time when it was cancelled, when it was under the name of True Crime Hong Kong. Now, I used to love the True Crime series. I loved Streets of LA. I didn't like New York City quite as much, but they were decent games. They weren't really well liked, though. So Activision were deciding to make another one with Sleeping Dogs, except it was under the name of True Crime Hong Kong. But they cancelled it when it was very near completion, because it cost them too much money and it took ages to make, so they cancelled it, and Square Enix bought it off them but since they did not own the rights to the True Crime license, they changed the name to Sleeping Dogs. And I just must say, Activision's loss is our game. This game's fantastic. Excellent storyline, fantastic martial arts combat system, great gunplay and great driving. It's a fantastic open world sandbox game. It's just I wish you could cause mayhem properly. The cops seem way too overpowered, and there's not enough cover in the city, but it's still a fantastic game. Yes, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is high on my list, yeah, shoot me. But it really shows signs of changing. I wasn't a huge fan of Modern Warfare 3, but it was a way to end the series, the Modern Warfare side. I always think Treyarch always like to push the envelope, especially with its single player, and Black Ops 2 shows it. They do a storyline with that's branches depending on many choices that you make, some small ones, some big ones. It's a very well done story with a great villain, and it's overall a fantastic game. It left the multiplayer side of things and focused more on the single player and the zombie side, and those two sides are really fun. And the multiplayer is still fun as well, which means you get an all-round great package. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 shows signs that the series is now starting to grow up, you know? So, I can't wait to see what happens next now that Treyarch have the helms. Yeah, everyone knew Silent Hill Downpour was going to be in my list. I really love this game. In fact, I've nearly gotten all the trophies for it. Woohoo, who cares anyway. But this game is excellent and a perfect return to form for the Silent Hill series. A great atmosphere, fantastic, brilliant town design, great characters, great storyline. Yes, combat is clunky, but hey, it's meant to be like that. Your guy's not a super soldier, he's a normal human being. This is a fantastic game, and if you're a Silent Hill fan, this is definitely a shower you shouldn't miss. Far Cry 3 is amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be really good, because Far Cry 2 left me a little disappointed even though I kept playing it. It wasn't great. Far Cry 3 fixes all the problems of Far Cry 2 and makes it even better, introducing a fantastic villain, a cast of really crazy characters. Yes, the story gets a little shafted at the end, but it's still an excellent game and really explores the theme of insanity. This is definitely a game you should definitely check out if you're an open world fan and a first person shooter fan.
Did he fucking pass out? Hold the door! Yo, Jason, get in! Get in! They're crazy, Jay! I learned from the best! Yeah!
You boys think you're crazy, huh? Jumping out of airplanes. Like birds. That is crazy.
No surprise, The Walking Dead tops my list, and I'll tell you why. Fantastic story. A story where you bond with all the characters, you develop an emotional bond. A great ending, letting you shape your own character. It's fantastic. Lee Everett as a character is brilliant. Well voice acted, and a guy you sort of believe that, you know, you are this guy. It's really well done. And the emotional bond you develop with Clementine, the little girl you can protect, is just amazing. It's really sad when a lot of your favourite characters maybe die in the episode. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you've not played this fantastic story yet, I advise you go out and pick it up now. And I can't wait for Season 2 next year.